The item model group field is used to determine how items are controlled and handled on receipt, issue, and also calculating consumption. An item model group can be assigned to multiple items, which can assist in the control of several items using the same setup. In the next demonstration, we will further explain the fields that can be selected when setting up an item model group. Item model group setup is found in Inventory Management, Setup, Inventory, Item Model Groups. For this example, we will not be creating a new item model group, but reviewing item model groups and their use. Select the FIFO model group. Stocked products. Selecting this checkbox indicates that the product will be stored in inventory and can hold an on-hand balance. These products will generate inventory transactions and can also be factored into cost calculations. Inventory model. This value will be used to close and perform adjustments in the close and adjustment process. Include physical value. This indicates that the transactions that are physically updated should be included in calculating the average cost. Fixed receipt price. Used to adjust issues and receipts to a fixed receipt price. Post physical inventory. If checked, this will post the physical item transactions in the ledger. Post financial inventory. If checked, this will post the updated financial value of the items in the ledger. Post to deferred revenue account on sales delivery. This field is used to accrue the estimated revenue for the delivered quantity of a packing slip. The accrued revenue that's accounted for on the delivery is offset when the customer is invoiced. Accrue liability on product receipt. This will accrue the estimated expense for the product receipt update to the ledger. Physical negative inventory. If this is checked, then when the item model group is assigned to an item, inventory quantities are allowed to go negative. This flag can be used in conjunction with the storage dimension group's active dimensions. Financial negative inventory. This enables negative financial inventory for the items assigned to the item model group. Negative financial inventory is often used for services. If the checkbox is cleared, the cost price must be known for the quantity that's financially removed from inventory. Quarantine management. If marked, this indicates that items associated with this item model group will be processed based on quarantine management rules and requirements. In the physical update field group, the first parameter is registration requirements. This parameter would be selected to indicate that item receipts must be registered prior to the inventory being physically updated. Receiving requirements. This parameter would be selected to indicate that item receipts have to be physically updated before they can be financially updated. Picking requirements. If this parameter is checked, items must be picked before inventory is updated physically. Deduction requirements. Selecting this checkbox indicates that the item deductions have to be physically updated before they can be financially updated. Under the reservation section, we have FIFO date controlled and backward from ship date options. For the backorder from ship date field, this would be checked if you want to reserve expected receipts such as open purchase order lines that have a date of receipt that's nearest to the delivery date of the sales order. If the checkbox is cleared, incoming inventory transactions having the earliest date of receipt will be reserved. The FIFO, date controlled, and pick criteria dropdown work together in that if the FIFO date controlled flag is checked, the pick criteria field is then enabled. The pick criteria field allows you to choose if the product should be picked based on the expiration date or if the date should be used as the best before date. The last field that we'll review in the item model group setup is the approved vendor check method field. This can be used to enforce if a product can only be purchased from a vendor active on the item. In the dropdown, you can select no check, warning only, which will allow you to still create the purchase order, but will give you a warning upon adding the item to the purchase order. And the last option is not allowed, which will be a hard stop if the item vendor combination is not active. Finally, click Close to exit the form.